So I have less than 30 days to go in this journey, and unfortunately it is just not going how I planned it. My motivation hasn't been there. When it comes to the different seasons, that's something you're gonna find that's gonna impact, I would say, motivation, how much drive you have, because there's a couple different things that come into play. Number one is how much light you have in the day. Light to me is very motivating. So I notice, when you're getting started in health and fitness, depending on the time of day you choose to do your workout, some people prefer morning, some people prefer evening. One of those things you have to figure out for yourself. The one beautiful thing about Albuquerque is we have 4 seasons and they're kind of distinct. I know there's, depending on where you're at in the world, it can be different. Fall is generally when I would say I make my most progress, when I have a goal, just because the weather is really nice. I like the changing of colors. It just seems to be my favorite time of year. One thing that I'll point out too is like January, when most people are starting to change or wanting to change or wanting to lose weight, making those resolutions, making those New Year goals. It can be hard because it's cold and it depends on where you're at. It might not be the best time of year to start as in January. Hey, why not consider making change in another season? That's another way to get started on the journey. The one thing I have been very consistent in, I will say, is my walks. And it's unfortunate that I'm doing this Samson journey in a sense, because the thing I've done right now that I haven't done in a long time in health and fitness is stay at a maintenance. So I've been eating too many calories to be losing weight. My physique hasn't changed that much over the last 8 weeks. Really can't lose a whole lot more weight without consequences at this point. So if I lose a couple more pounds, that's fine, but I don't foresee, a big change in my physique. And so it's been very hot lately. It's been the summertime and it's been record-breaking heat. So it's really killed my motivation and where I was hoping to be and how hard I could train. Each week just seems like I'm kind of burning out a little bit more, and that happens. And so the best part I think about seasons, in terms of the 4 seasons, spring, summer, fall, and winter, is that, hey, we get a change up, right? We get a new start. And so with health and fitness, that's something that I like to, think about. And especially, when I'm trying to make change, when I'm trying to set goals, is usually planned around the seasons and the temperatures and, the climate, because that does take a huge effect into the psyche of this game. And so for me, the last 8 weeks, because it's been so hot, I haven't made the progress. Mentally, I'm kind of down. I'm almost, to the point where I'm just like, I just want to get this over and done with, because it's been such a long grind. When I did this last year, I kind of only gave it about 6 to 7 weeks of training. I think it was 6, so that was a lot less. So I'm doing double that amount of time. The class I signed up for, the weights are a lot heavier, so I've been training longer, and I could just tell I'm on the edge of burnout, and that's another topic for another day. So if you're struggling to get started, just think that, hey, you don't have to wait until January 1st. You can start anytime.